This week's Parsha is Parshas Zachor. We say Parshas Zachor in addition to the weekly Parsha. We say it during Maftir. In Parshas Zachor, the Torah talks about the treachery of the nation of Amalek, for no other reason besides for the fact that we believed in God, and we were His chosen nation. The nation of Amalek attacks us in the desert when we were tired and helpless, with no hopes of gaining land or conquering us. They simply came to attack us, to wipe us off the face of this earth. And the Torah says that the nation of Amalek is the antithesis of everything we believe in. And therefore we are commanded to obliterate the nation of Amalek, annihilate them. In the Haftarah of Parshas Zachor, which is in Shmuel, chapter 15, King Saul is commanded to attack the nation of Amalek, then living in Israel. The Jewish people then settled and living in Israel. Their very first king, King Saul, one of his first directives is to go and conquer the nation of Amalek. And the glaring, seemingly anti-Jewish notion is presented that when we attack the nation of Amalek, we should show no compassion. We should not pity them. And we should wipe them off the face of this earth as if they never existed. No one should even remember that a nation of Amalek existed. Now, King Saul attempts this, but he leaves over some animals. He leaves over also the king of the Amalekim, with the plans to kill him later. Because of this, because of his neglect of fulfilling the commandment all the way, the nation of Amalek survives by means which we will not discuss now. What I want to focus on is this idea of not having any compassion on the nation of Amalek. How are we to understand this as Jewish people who are supposed to be merciful, sympathetic, and people who generally lend a hand to others? We're encouraged to do such things. Well, we also have to remember a very simple fact, is that God knows better. God sees the future. We can't see the future. God has logic and intelligence which is unfathomable to our minuscule minds. When Hashem tells us to do something, we have to understand it's for the ultimate good. And pity and compassion, even sympathy, is something that is misplaced at times. Many people, because of sympathy, because of having feelings of ill towards others, because of their tremendous amount of mercifulness, will do things that will be ultimately the downfall of others. I mean, you don't have to look too far. In our generation, there's so many people, so many parents who have given their children the silver spoon, and because of that, they're now paying the price. And this applies to many different areas in life. Any interaction with another individual, we have to know when to give and when to stop giving, because sometimes giving is not the best thing to do. Sometimes giving makes the person feel that sense of entitlement, and that will cause, in the end, the ripple effect of ultimately something which is bad for that person. So that feeling of sympathy, that feeling of compassion, sometimes has to be put into check. And that's difficult, especially for a nation whose its nature is to be compassionate and to have pity. In this case, Hashem tells Shmuel HaNavi to tell King Saul that he has to have no compassion, because Hashem knew that these people would be a constant thorn in the side of the Jewish people, that these people, their mere existence on this planet would cause us trouble and would be the reason why we would falter. And therefore we are commanded to annihilate them, to wipe them off the face of this earth. Perhaps even the creation of such a nation is for us to control that character of compassion, to show that not always is compassion properly exercised. Sometimes it's not the place to show compassion, to have pity on another. In the end, it can be to your own detriment and to the detriment of others. Quick question on the Haftarah of Parshas Zachor is that what was the reason, actually, that Shaul did not execute God's command exactly. So King Saul tells Shmuel HaNavi, he tells the prophet, that the reason why he didn't do it was because he was hoping to bring the best of the best animals as sacrifices to God. And he was planning on killing the king in public, in front of everybody. So why is King Saul blamed for this iniquity? It's considered something he did wrong. It's considered a wrong thing if it seems that his rationale, his logic was very sound. Have a good Shabbos.